Hello and welcome to another episode of me going through the game Legend of Sword and Fairy, the original game. Now I will be trying to post this on both Chinese and English social media. We'll see how it goes. So I'll be trying to teach both English and Chinese, so I'll go a little slower today for everybody who is here. Alright, so where we last left off, we had some alcohol that we wanted to give to this beggar dude, and yeah, so let's see what happens. So the Cui Dao Shi, which literally means drunken Taoist master. So Taoism is a religion in China. So he's drunk, this Tao master. And he says, "Jiu, qiu ni," alcohol. Basically, please, you, eco, just one sip. He eco, just drink one sip. Jiu hao, that would be good. So how do we give him the alcohol? Well, this is an old game, so we gotta go down to Wu Pin, which is item, and press Shi Yang to use. And here we have Gui Hua Zhou, which is a little bit of a difficult word in English. It's osmanthus wine. So this is a traditional Chinese alcoholic beverage that is flavored with osmanthus flowers. I've never had this, but I would like to try it sometime in the future. And then down here it says Chanle Shui de Zhou. So Chanle means to mix, or to adulterate, or to dilute. So to dilute water, alcohol, but there's a lo here, so diluted by water, alcohol. So we press enter. Okay, and he says again the same thing as last time, but this time you give it to him, and in response you say "Kan ni ke lian." So seeing you is I pity you. I pity you. Or seeing you is very pitiful. Zhou gei ni he yi kou ba. I can only give you one sip. Okay, so like we said last time, the ba here is being used just to give a suggestion or a soft command. And then he says, "Wait, 这能喝一口我." So he's like, "Hey, I said only drink one sip, only take one sip." He stands up and he says, "Ah, Hao Zhou." He says, it's very good alcohol. And "Aya." In China, people always say "Aya." It's used to kind of show some frustration. So in English, we'd probably just say "Ugh," just sigh. 你怎么喝光了? So how did you drink it all? Guang is often added after a verb in Chinese to say that it has done to its end. So here we have drunk to the end. He's finished drinking everything. And then he says, "Nan, wo." So what does "nan" mean? That is just an expression used just as a thing at the beginning of a sentence, as a sound that he makes. Okay, he says, 我一口就是那么大口，真是不好意思. It says, my one sip, or once, if I take one sip, it is a big mouthful. So a lot of this in Chinese is not really necessary in English. So if you literally translate it, it's like, one mouthful just is big enough. Is a big mouthful, but in English we would just say, for me, and that's why for me, if he's at the beginning of the sentence, so for me, one mouthful is a big mouthful. And he says, really, I'm really sorry. 你你要pay我. So you need to give me some money, or you need to give me something in return for that alcohol. I didn't want you to just drink I didn't want you to drink the entire bottle. I need you to pay me because you drank too much. So pay here means to give money or something in return for something, especially a grievance. 要钱我可没有. So if you want money, I don't have any. The 可 here is just used to emphasize that he has none. 你不是很想学剑吗? Don't you want to study swords? Do you want to study how to use a sword? 你怎么知道? Oh, how did you know? 看在酒的份上. So he says, for the sake of the wine, for the sake of the alcohol, fen is the sake, shang is just, so fen shang on the part's behalf is what it literally means. For the sake of the alcohol, 贫道可以破例指点你几招. So 贫道 poor, and Dao here is again like the Dao up here, which is the Taoism, Dao Jiao in Chinese, but in English it's Taoism. But Pin Dao together is he's referring to himself. It's a humble way that a Taoist priest will refer to himself, so it should be I. But we don't really have this in English, so we would just say I. I can break the rule and give some advice, give some pointers to you, a few tips. So it's kind of a weird sentence. Why is the ni not here? Break the rule for you to teach you a few pointers and a few tips. Why these two words are kind of redundant in English, but this is here before the ni to kind of illustrate that this is the most important thing in the sentence. So for an English person, this word and this word kind of are similar, because he's saying to give pointers and to a few moves. So, or to give a few pointers, it could just be to give a few moves or to teach a few moves. It's kind of a weird sentence in English that a lot of English speakers would probably have some complications, at least speaking. But that's what it means when you're reading. 你要教我剑法. So you want to teach me swordsmanship. So the fa here is often used in words to mean the study of. So you have lu fa, which is law, and here we have jen fa, which is swordsmanship, the study of swords. Lao bo. So bo is usually meant to mean somebody who you don't know. But here it's like old uncle. This guy is an older person who he doesn't really know very well. 你别逗我了. 您别逗我了. So he's saying you, as in the polite way. Don't tease. Don't lie to me. Don't fool me. 您还是快走吧. You still need to get out of here as quickly as possible. 要是给我神神知道我拿酒给你喝准马人的. So if my aunt, so if this information gets to my aunt and she knows that I gave you alcohol to drink, I will be in trouble. Junma means to Junma renta means to be scolded, and the de here is just being used to kind of illustrate that it is bound to happen. Ha ha ha. 那周明晚三更，十里坡山神庙，不见不散. So we have some interesting words here. So then, 明晚 tomorrow night, 三更. This is an old word in Chinese, which means the third watch. It's traditional Chinese time division, which is 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. And 十里坡is Shirley Slope, or 10 Mile Slope, and this is the location, and the address is the mountain holy temple, or the god temple, the mountain's god temple, Bujian Busan. So don't meet, don't disperse. Which if we do not meet each other, don't leave. Don't leave until we've met. So go there, and if I'm not there, still remain there so that we can meet. Then it says 最道士话说完一溜烟的就不见了. So the drunken Taoist priest, as soon as he finished speaking, he disappeared in a flash of smoke. So he notices the guy has gone. Oh, the person, where did he go? Xiao Yao, that's his name again. 你过来一下. Please come here. 过来, to come. Please come here. Okay, and that's it for today. Thank you for listening, and I'll upload another one soon. It was fun.